We are back with the lovely Jill Marie Vallery. Jill, how does how did growing up in New Orleans inform how your development as a dancer, but more importantly, your development as a person?
Well, interesting enough, I was born in New Orleans, but at around a year and a half, we were stationed to Okinawa, Japan.
You lived in Japan.
Correct.
Hmm.
Correct. As I said, my dad was in the military, so we been all over and in between. But it's interesting because in Okinawa, like I said, I was a year and a half, so my mom would tell me that was literally my first language.
Japanese?
Japanese, yes. So I think moving around a lot helped me appreciate people and appreciate um, different cultures, which I think, at one point in time, I had mentioned earlier how I wanted to move into cultural dance because I knew I loved dance, I loved culture, so how could those, two combine? But being from New Orleans, my roots, being from there, I feel like a sense of understanding music in a deep way, and translating that through movement in a deep way, and just the richness of culture that comes from there. I feel that through my ancestrals.
Wow. Your son, you mentioned him earlier, Okanjo.
Yes.
It's in his genes. I mean, there's no doubt. Dance is in his genes. His mother, his father, who played Fela, right? And I had the honor and privilege to interview a few years ago. And I think his paternal grandparents were dancers. Do you think the two of you, his father, sort of push him, urge him, guide him into dance? Or, man, he's one fortunate guy if he chooses that path.
It's funny, he's already like balancing on one leg and has another leg up just to stand there. I'm like, look at him already doing arabesque. So it's funny, we play music for him, often just to kind of see, peek like, okay, what is he gonna do, but it's whatever it is that he wants to do, or whatever he, whatever is his calling, we'll support that. But I know, or at least I feel, that being in studios, dance studios, and being around that community so far, because he's been in it quite often as a baby, he is very comfortable and excited in that space. So.
Women in theater you admire? One or two?
Off the top of my head, Kate Blanchett. For her ability to play so many roles. She just brilliantly morphs into different characters, and I know the energy and the energy that it takes to be in those different spaces. So I really respect that of her and her craft. Another woman in theater, Debbie Allen.
You met her?
Definitely, I have. I have had the fortune of meeting her. I believe we were on tour in California at the time. But the trajectory of that woman's career, that's what I'm talking about. A fire dancer, just amazing dancer, into actress, into director, into, now directing film and TV. So I fully admire that woman.
Do you find the demands of working in your industry, or the dance industry, significant with regard to feeling the need to have a perfect body?
Yes, and no, depending on which field you're moving into. For example, if you are in the ballet world, there's this set criteria for that they look for. Sort of contemporary modern, I would say, to a degree. But as you move through the other techniques, and I feel like we're also in a place within society in this time period that is accepting of dancers in their different forms and their different shapes and their sizes and whatnot. So I feel like at one point in time, specifically in concert dance, it was that. But as we've moved, like I said, as you move out to more of like a cultural dance or street dance or whatnot, I think that every aesthetic is appreciated, and it's more so the passion and energy that the dancer gives.
Where do you draw your inspiration these days?
Nature.
Nature.
Yes. I love to be in nature. Where else? Music that just has so many different spaces to follow as a dancer. So I love like Ethiopian music, the Ethiopics to be specific. But it ranges because then I'll move on to Radiohead. I love the space that that music provides. Jazz, I love jazz music, all different.
Do you have a favorite
styles.
style of dance? I mean, I know it's an unfair question.
I appreciate the science of ballet. I appreciate it very much so, and finding that balance within myself. When it comes to expression, I'd have to say Afro-Haitian. Yes, Afro-Haitian, Afro-Caribbean.
When you hear the drums, I love drums.
I know you do, and you're amazing at them.
What did the drums say to you?
They click into this space of the pulse of life.
Pulse of life.
Yes, inside, and it just I want to move now thinking about the sound of a drum. It speaks life. It speaks life.
I wish I had some music right now. Oh, I wish I had some music. When are you most satisfied? How have you been most satisfied in your life?
Now.
Okay.
Right now.
Right now, this moment.
At this moment in time.
Whose voice are you listening to in your head when things are not going right for you? Who do you channel these days?
When they're not going right, I would have to say my inner guide.
Your inner guide.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
When are you most happy?
When I wake up in the morning and see the smile of my son.
What are you most thankful for?
Wow. These are great questions, Selwyn. Life.
Mm-hmm.
Life.
If you could go back in time, what would you tell that 16-year-old girl?
You are going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You may think that people's opinions matter, but they don't. They don't.
I'll have to go ahead. Sorry.
In the whole scheme of things, it's what you love that matters most of all.
What makes you laugh out loud, Joe?
What makes me laugh out loud? Oh my gosh.
You don't cover up that beautiful smile. Just don't. Just don't.
Okay, what makes me laugh out loud? I have a very dry sense of humor. So it's probably going to sound weird. But like, when people trip and they're okay, but they got to be okay afterwards. They have to be okay. If they trip and they're okay, then it's fine.
I can't believe you're going to make me confess this. I'm like, I still laugh at the stump too. Or I do. I'm sorry.
It's funny. It's funny.
I'm going to play some.
See, just
Go, Jill. Go.
You know, I have the setup here. I don't want to.
Go, Jill.
What?
I am giving you more. I am giving you more space.
Let me put my pillow down. No.
Oh my gosh. This has been fun.
Extremely, extremely. Thank you, Selwyn. Thank you.
This has really been fun. And I want to thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
And this is Selwyn Collins saying thanks for tuning in. And fear not what fear whispers to you. Fear your obedience to it. Good night.